Yeah, listen, both of you guys are right, but this is more for me. It's an entertainment factor to this, but it's also another side to this. Jesus ain't standing over your stadium no more. Like, this is a different animal that you're dealing with in Louisiana. And for as much as people talk about different cultures and what you're walking into, look, Brian Kelly is a good coach. His resume says that. He's done a phenomenal job in college football, been to national championships, albeit never winning one. So there is some cachet and there is some credibility that comes along with Brian Kelly. This situation with the reporter, with Leah Van, with the Advocate, shout out to the Advocate. I love the people over there. Been knowing that paper since I was a kid when they were covering me coming through college and a lot of my friends and high school and middle school. But ultimately, this speaks to where Brian Kelly is right now. Like, I'm not going to make this a overall serious conversation, but there's a different way and a different interaction in the Southeastern Conference with how it's covered, with how teams are dealt with your relationship with the media, your relationship with fans and people when you're out and about, that doesn't exist at Notre Dame, okay? You go to Notre Dame, what you say is gospel if you're the head coach there. Everybody's going to follow that tone. You probably never get much backtrack. No reporter is going to sit in the meeting with the head coach of Notre Dame and say anything remotely close to what Leah Van said in response to Brian Kelly making a joke. So this is a difference in culture. Brian Kelly hadn't been there that long, guys. He hasn't been there that long. There's an understanding and a learning curve that's still taking place with where he is in Louisiana right now. And I don't want to look, I'm not going to get on here and say Brian Kelly can't make it at LSU. They lost one game. A lot of coaches lost one game. Nick Saban lost when he first showed up to Alabama. Les Miles lost when he showed up to LSU. Those things happen. But ultimately, this is about a connection that Brian Kelly is going to have to make with the culture of LSU and the people that cover it and the people around the program.
Yeah. But that's beside the point.
Stephen,
I get you. I know.
Really.
Well, let me explain. Explain. You don't even hear why. It's beside the point. Because that's all fine, good, and dandy if it's off camera. On camera, there's a certain level of professionalism that you have an obligation to display no matter where you're covering it. There are tenets that come with the profession that are displayed and exercised no matter what state, city you are in, or what publication, all right, or what medium, radio, television, newspaper, whatever the case may be. She knows that, which is why she came out and apologized. As it pertains to your point where this ain't Jesus hovering, is the statue of Jesus hovering over, I get all of that. We all know he embarrassed himself from the moment he was introduced as the head coach of the LSU Tigers when he showed up to that stadium trying to do one of their chants and got it all wrong, trying to have that southern accent. Damn it, I did Jerry better than he did that. We all know how bad that was and how bad of a look that made him. But we also got to get to the substance of her argument. Damn, it was his first game. You know, you act like he got a losing season or losing years, and then he been losing at LSU. It's one game.
But I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with you.
And I know you are. I'm just saying that from being in the role that she's in. Now, I think this is why I'm on it like this. And I'm not trying to dog her. I'm quite sure she's an outstanding reporter. I wish her nothing but the best. I'm looking forward to reading her material on the LSU Tigers. But I will say this. If that was Brian Kelly and he clapped at her in, dare I say, a disrespectful way, we would be having a different discussion and the headlines would be different.
Yeah.
Fair is fair.
I agree.
Fair is fair.
I agree. And you and I and Mad Dog and people that have been around sports for a long time would have said he had every reason to clap back. In not disrespectful, but to make it more than what it was.
No, I'm saying if he was the one that instigated it. I'm saying if he had instigated the way she did.
For that.
If he had done that, it would be a different discussion.
Right, but
that's what I'm saying.
My point is saying that it's as simple as this. Things that you may have dealt with media members and people around Notre Dame program, it's going to be different around LSU's program. That's the reality.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.